So and now I come to point number 3, which is I had pushed through self-improvement, but now I'm stuck on business. I'm stuck on making actual money. So I have improved some, maybe all areas in my life. The hardest ones are the social factor, the love factor, and the money factor. These are both really hard ones. The biggest challenge for myself. And if you're in the same stage, if you are in the same stage where you have a previous 2 years of commitment into going into the gym, eating healthy, working out, studying, learning, creating content, writing, and all this kind of stuff, but you're not you are close to like building your business. You have not developed your business, because developing your business takes a lot of time, and it needs like a well structured day, and it needs a much amount of time in your daily life. And if you're in this kind of stage, I want to help you by saying you have to be patient. You have to be really, really, really patient. And the better thing is to give up. Forgive yourself for not being on the stage yet. Forgive yourself for the time you have didn't believe in yourself. Forgive yourself for that, and push through the pain. Push through the pain anyway. Push through the pain by saying to yourself, you will get there eventually, but not yet. You have to put in more hours of work into evaluating your business, doing the YouTube videos, combining your YouTube videos with the funnel, making a kind of website, researching, failing, getting some badass comments, getting some hate, and evaluating again, and pushing through the pain again. Like, it takes time. Be patient. Be patient, I think, is the best advice for myself when I give myself advice, and I do, because like you cannot expect from someone else to give you advice for free. Like, there are some, but they give advice about people of their current life stage. Like, they give advice about they also give advice only based upon their own experiences. So if they experienced so much that they made millions of money, and they still giving advice, this is the kind of advice that's not valuable for you anymore. The only advice that's really valuable is the advice from people that are in the same stage or a little bit above. But if the person that's giving you advice is like up here, and you say like, hey bro, it's really easy, you cannot even see him, he's so far up on the mountain, you cannot even see him, so why even bothering about his advice? So you have to really value your time perfectly. I think most people don't accept the fact that they have to put in like a big chunk amount of their day without being distracted from, like, even not from advices from other people, not even from media at all. I would say you have to cancel media consumption completely. That's what I'm doing currently, where I watch 0%, 0 minutes, 0 seconds of social media a day. That gives me so much time, like immensely amount of time, and I reusing it. This is the most sustainable time of my life, where I see I'm living in a shared house, actually, so I talking a little bit about my life. I'm living in a shared house, and I have like 3 roommates here, and they are watching YouTube, for example, I would say like 8 hours a day. I think this is like the other one is a student, but the ones that have their own business, they have a business, but they also watch YouTube all day long. So they're making zero amount of progress. I can tell they're like working a little bit, but only so much that I can keep them up their surface currently on their current, like, the sea surface. They can barely swim and barely look up the sea right now. That's how I think they feel. That's how I feel about that situation. And this is drastic. If you have, for example, if you have 4 hours a day, I would rip off this 4 hours, take this really think how to structure them perfectly, watch not a single amount of social media, and just put everything of like your actual business into these hours. This would be my advice. If you're currently stuck on business, if you're currently stuck on love and relationships, oh, I have not a single advice that I can give you. Cold approach, maybe cold approach. I live in a country where like the bare minimum of like population is speaking English. I did this on purpose so I can concentrate more on myself and concentrate more about my internal like needs. And if I'm back in my hometown in Germany, I think I will do some videos on cold approach after I did some experiences, but right now, no, not at all. I will not be able to give some advice on this.